and share that later with the whole class, okay? Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay. Do you see my syllabus?
I do not.
You do not. Okay, let me check that one more time. Share the screen. Okay. Can you see my screen now? Okay. So I sent you guys an email with the syllabus. So I don't know if you guys have any chance to read it, but this is Math 238 online course. So the 7901 is showing what kind of format of class this is. 7901 is online course. So we have online meeting, but this is we're not gonna have any synchronous meeting. Barely we're not gonna have any official meeting except this one. Okay, so if you have any question, you can directly email me or send me a message to the CSC online messaging system, and then we can communicate each other. Okay. So my name is Dr. Colin. You can call me Dr. Colin. And my office phone number, you may not visit me, but you can call me if you need any help or if you have any concern. Or you can send me an email. This is my email. Do not use eaglescsc.edu, whatever. I don't check that email at all. So do not use that. Either use this email or you can use CSC online message. I prefer to have messages through CSC online message because then I get to know which class you're from directly. If you're using my email address, you have to indicate which class you're from. So you need to say that, hi, I am Morgan Smith from Math 2387901, or else I cannot find out who you are, right? So if you're just using the email, you need to say that you are from Math 2387901. Okay, otherwise you can just use CSC online. So this is a CSC online. I don't know how familiar you are, but you should be, okay, along the way. So this is my view. I can change this view as yours. So this is pretty much what you're gonna see. Okay, I have a syllabus here. So later on, you can open that again and see the same syllabus that I sent you. And you can see all the tabs here. One of the tabs that you can use is the messages. So this is the message I'm talking about. You can compose message and write email to me using the instructor role, or you can choose anybody else in the classmates to communicate. Okay, so that's the message I want you guys to use. In my office hour, I have 3 days, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays, Wednesdays, I have 12 to 2 p.m. It's all mountain time. Anything that I'm talking about time here is mountain time. So if you are not in mountain time, you need to calculate the time and meet the deadlines for that, okay? So this is mountain time, Mondays, Wednesdays, 12 to 2 p.m. and Friday, just 1 hour, 12 to 1 p.m. CSC online address is given here. You can just click it and directly go to this site, okay? All right. And course description is as it is written in the course description under CSC. Okay, so we're gonna talk about algebra, geometry, probability, statistics, and some measurements too. So prerequisite for this is Math 235, right? So you have already completed Math 235 or equivalent course to take this course, okay? Required text. I don't ask you to literally, purchase the physical textbook. Instead, we are using Student Access Kit, which I sent you an email with access code. So on the first message that I sent you is my math lab registration, right? If you click the attachment there, it's gonna show you step-by-step registration. So you can go to Pearson enrollment using that code, and you need to create your own account if you don't have any. If you already have an account using the CSC email, you can use the same account. Okay, when you're creating your account, make sure you write down your username and password, because sometimes I have students who said, I forgot my username or my password. What? I cannot do anything because I don't have your access. You need to contact Pearson customer support for that. So I strongly encourage you to write down your username and password somewhere where you don't lose. Okay. So maybe first few weeks you may need to refer to that, but later on you will remember your username and password because you will need to use that at least 3 days a week, right? So follow up by registering on CSC, no, it's not CSC, MyLab Math by Tuesday night, because you will need this from Wednesday, okay? Good thing about this, you can get temporary access for 14 days for 2 weeks, right? This is for free if you get temporary access code, but you need to purchase your own before it expires, okay? And the ID is :26681. So just follow up, then you will come to that the site, okay? And later on, once you registered, you can just go directly to pearson.com and select our course and start working on that, okay? All right, where did it go? There. Okay, so, hey, where is my syllabus? Okay, so what you need for this course is only that code and access to MyLab Math. Most of the work will be done through that. Otherwise, like reading materials, if you need any reading materials for the assignment, I provide that. So you don't have to purchase anything else, okay? All right. This is recommended material for Nebraska mathematics standards. If you are in different state, because you are online students, you need to be familiar with your state's mathematical standards too. But since this is only content courses, we're not gonna talk so much about the standards. Okay. Okay, so it's online course. Let me explain this a little bit more. So if you go to our course, you can see the tabs here, right? So course home, assignments, gradebook, messages, resources, rosters, site info, Zoom meeting, and so on. Assignments is important because one of the assignments that you have to do will be done through this. So reading assignments, we're gonna have 3 reading assignments, all will be given here. I just put 1 for now, okay? So if you click it, you will see the instructions there, and any reading material is attached to it. And there's submission, due date, and so on and so on. So you can just follow up and you can attach your work there. These will be open at least 2 weeks, so you have plenty of time, and I strongly encourage you to start working ahead of the time. So do not wait until the last minute, okay? Because every reading assignment will be given ahead of time. Another tab that you need to be familiar with is gradebook. So for now, I don't have so much there yet because you didn't start anything yet, but reading assignments, you just saw that. That item is here, and I put just 1 homework assignment item there. Along the way, you will see more and more homework, quizzes, tests, and final exam as well. Okay, and you're gonna see this. This is weighted, okay? So it's accurate towards your final grade. You will also see your scores and grade under MyLab Math, but that is not scaled. It's not weighted. Okay, so the scores itself is accurate. However, it's not weighted, so you're not gonna have exactly same grade as you see there. Okay, so please refer gradebook under CSCC Online. However, I strongly encourage you to check your scores in MyLab Math with the same item under gradebook in CSCC Online, because I transfer that here. When I type it in, sometimes I make mistakes. Okay, and the system is kind of slow. If I type it really fast, like if let's say Hannah got 100 for the homework 1 and I type in really fast 100, then it just record 0 there. So I try not, things like that doesn't happen frequently, but sometimes it happens. So I would ask you to check your gradebook by comparing each item with the scores in MyLab Math. Okay, and messages here, I told you I communicate with you through these messages. I prefer this message than just CSCC Online email. Okay. Okay, resources is very important too. So if you click the resources, you can see Course Home is the same thing. It's the first page of this online. And class notes. Class notes, I put all my slides into PDF file. So you can see all of that. Well, I didn't put chapter 13 yet, but it will be there soon. So if you click it, I will show you just one for now. So this is a slide that I am using, okay, for your videos. So lesson notes is something that you want to maybe print out or keep. If you want to print out and watch the videos, you can put more notes of your own, right? And lesson videos, if you click it, like section 8.1, that's the first thing, right? So do that in order, and if you click it, you will see my teaching there. Chapter is chapter 8. It's continued from Math 235. Okay, so you will watch the videos there. So instead of asking you to go to MyLab Math videos, I recorded myself because I found that out the video in Pearson, it's not very helpful. They're just reading the slides. So I saw a lot of students were complaining about not learning anything because the voice is just reading the slides. So I put all the video recordings there. Some quality is not perfect, but I think you can hear things. And if you need any question along the way, of course, you can ask me the questions, right? So that's the lesson videos, right? So under resources, you can find lesson notes, lesson videos, and syllabus. So lesson notes and lesson videos, it's your responsibility to watch the videos and read the notes, okay? According to, let me go back to the syllabus. So according to our schedule, the schedule is at the end of the syllabus, the last part, okay? So we will talk about that too. So that's pretty much about the CSCC online resources, okay? Classroom environment, I don't want you to use a calculator. Well, I cannot manage that so much because it's online, and if you are using calculator, well, what can I do, right? But I ask you not to use calculator because think about it. You are going to teach elementary and or middle school, and you don't want to punch the calculator all the time in front of your students. Well, you have to do 5 times 7. You're not gonna punch that calculator, right? So I want you to train yourself using your brain or pencil and paper instead. So please try not to use a calculator unless it is a big number. Sometime later for a couple sections, you will need to use calculator. Otherwise, do not. Okay. All right. Homework. So homework problems will be assigned and submitted online using MyLab Math. I'm not going to announce this again, okay? It's your responsibility to keep up all the homework, quizzes, and tests in exam. Because it's not in-person class, you have fixed schedule. So let me actually go to the end. So this is last part 5. Course topic schedule and outline is already given to you. So we will adhere this. It's not gonna change. I put subject to change, but it's not gonna change. So it's your responsibility to see what you need to do for that certain day and when that due date for that homework or quiz or test or reading assignments, anything. It's all your responsibility. You cannot ask me to extend your homework due because you missed it. It's not acceptable. So please mark your calendar today or tomorrow with all of these assignments because it is fixed. It's not gonna be changed. Okay, you cannot miss anything, and I'm not gonna extend any homework or quiz or test or any reading assignments. Okay, so homework or quiz, good thing about those two, you can redo that again and again and again until you get 100%. And there are a lot of help there. You can find the video that help you to solve the problems, or you can see similar questions, similar problems that you can get some help from, or you can even click the button and asking me, your instructor, for help. Okay, so any 3 methods you can use, or you can even help get some help from outside of the class too. We have tutoring sessions at CSCC on campus too, but they, I think, provide the virtual tutoring session as well. So you can have so many resources that you can get help. Okay, so just make sure you do not miss any homework, quizzes, tests, or reading assignments. Be on time and don't ask me to extend the homework or quiz or anything. Okay, so make sure everything should be on time. Homework, quizzes, and tests. Okay, so they are all given and everything will be due at 11:59 p.m. Again, it's all mountain time. Okay, all mountain time. 11:59 p.m. Okay, and test. Test is only one attempt, so you cannot redo that again and again and again. Okay, so you need to do really well on that. I don't want you guys to use your notebook or any cheat sheet for that. I thoroughly, totally trust you guys, and I don't want you to cheat on that, right? So please do not cheat, and you are given only 1 hour, so I don't think you have enough time to cheat, okay? For the test, I will not ask you guys to show me your work, okay? However, for the final exam, you need to send me your work, okay? I will announce that again when the time approaches. Okay, one more thing about test. So test, well, all of you have a different schedule. So I'm going to open the test for 2 to 3 days. You can select only 1 hour among the given days. Okay. However, I'm not going to reschedule that. So choose just 1 hour during the given days. So if I go back to the schedule again, for example, test 1 will be open on January 28th and will be closed on February 2. So you can just choose any time there, like January 29th at 1 p.m. But if you started at that time, you cannot go back. So make sure when you are taking the test, you need to make sure it is a quiet place and you don't get any disruption for that. Okay, so you're gonna use 1 whole hour to complete the test. Any questions so far? Good. Okay. Yeah. So test will be assigned and no redo for that. It's only one attempt, and it is due at 11:59. Oh, this is very important. Okay, so after any test, this is another homework that you need to do. You are required to review and resolve all the problems on the test. Okay, so you need to number 1 and solve the problems. Number 2, solve the problems. Number 3, solve the problems on a scratch paper and save it and send it to me. Send it to me using the message under CSC Online on the same day of the test. Okay, so this is very important. Don't forget that. Okay, after taking test, you don't have to give me the scratch paper during the test. Okay, but once you are done, what you need to do is you need to review and resolve all the problems that you have. I think the student's calling me, but I cannot answer them now. Okay, so make sure you do that. Okay, are we good? All right. And final exam, please mark that on your calendar too. It will be also done on MyLab Math. It's a cumulative, comprehensive, covering all the materials from the beginning to the end. And you will be given 90 minutes for that during these days. So again, you can select, 90 minutes between May 3rd and 4th. Okay? And send me the work. Okay. So if you have to make up the test, with an inevitable excuse, then we can reschedule that, but you need to let me know in advance, at least 1 week before the scheduled test date. However, the final exam cannot be rescheduled, okay, for under any circumstance. All right, reading assignments. So you're gonna be given 3 reading assignments, okay? So these dates are also fixed and all due 11:59 in Mountain Time, right? And you will find that under CSC Online, and I will send you guys more notes for that along the time. And right now, you can still see the first one, right? Reading assignment, okay? All right. You can take a look at this and read this by yourself, the learning goal, etc., etc. And let's look at part 3, grading policy. So we have quizzes, reading assignments, homework, tests, and final exam. Right? Quizzes 20%, reading assignment 15%, which means 5% per reading. I'm very generous on this if you are following my instruction. Okay. Most of all, you shouldn't miss any, or if you're late submitting on that, you will lose so many points. So be careful about that. Okay, and homework assignments 20%, test 25%, final exam 20%. And you know about letter grade. And your grade will be updated very frequently in CSC Online. Okay, and that's more accurate one. Okay, and you can read this. Academic honesty, you should not cheat. You should not fabricate. You should not plagiarize, especially for reading assignments, right? And we have equal opportunity. If you need any accommodation, you can contact Equal Access Coordinator, Dina Kennel. Most of online students, I don't think you need any extra accommodation, but in case you do, contact her. And if you have any circumstance outside your control, then you can email the Dean of Student Affairs, John Hansen, by emailing at this email address or calling that phone number. Okay, CSC mission, priorities. Okay, so this is course topic and schedule outline. Again, this will not be changed because it's online course. Okay, so there's no excuse for you to miss anything because any homework or quiz will be open in advance. You have at least 2 days, actually always more than 2 days. Okay, so I don't accept any late submission. So take a look, and if you have any question along the way, you can always contact me. Okay, so one more thing that I need to make it clear. I have my own life too, just like you guys have your own life too, right? So in the evening or the weekend, I cannot be prompt replying to your email. During the weekdays, during the daytime until like 3 p.m., 4 p.m., I will be very prompt to answering your questions or replying to your questions or comments, whatever. However, during the weekend or at night, I cannot answer your question. So you should not wait until the last minute, right? So do your homework or quizzes or anything in advance. I keep telling you guys to start in advance and keep up your work. Okay? So yeah, that's it for now from me. Do you have any question, comment, or anything?
Okay, so do we have to do like tutoring still?
No,
No?
not this semester. We don't have that because previously we had a graduate assistant, but with her personal reasons, she cannot be here this semester. Hopefully she comes back next semester or we can find somebody else next semester, but without the assistant I cannot offer that, so
Okay.
it will not be there. That's why I am giving you more reading assignments instead.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Good question. Anything else?
I was just gonna ask you real fast. So will the homework when will the homework assignments open? Can we work ahead? Are you okay with us working far in advance?
Not far ahead. So yeah, that's a really good question. No, I don't want you guys to, rush everything and finish like in 3 weeks. I don't want that happen because I saw students are doing that and I found it out they cannot learn much. So it's not very effective to the students. So you're gonna have a certain days. So for example, variables you are learning start to learn that section from January 12th, then it will be open on that day until the due date. Okay, so the date here will be pretty much the open date. Sometimes it's opening a little bit earlier, but not so much. Okay, because I want you guys to pace. I don't want you to when I don't want you guys to rush to finish everything earlier because it's not helpful at all. You're not gonna learn anything. Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Any other question? Well, again, you're gonna have some questions along the way, right? Oh, another thing. Sometimes, I take a look at the my lab math homework assignments and quizzes and everything, right? But sometimes I miss some questions that are not very relevant because I'm not satisfied with 100% of, their problems there. So if you think it is way too hard or it is beyond what you have been learning by watching videos or reading the class notes, then you need to let me know. Then I can maybe adjust it or delete it. Either way, I will make it, more, with a more comfortable level. Okay. So sometimes there are some irrelevant or the problems that we don't like. So if you find anything like that, just let me know. Anything else? Well, then let's wrap it up for today. And I recorded, I'm pretty sure. I hope I did. And I will share this with everybody. Okay. And if you couldn't join us through this meeting, um, it's okay. You can watch this video and let me know if you have any question or comment or concern, okay? All right, especially Morgan and Hannah, thank you for joining me, and let's start a good semester. Okay, see you later, guys.